afternoon. I've got a speech called The Divorce. It was 15 years that I first set eyes on her. I met her in a recruitment agency and her profile wooed me. I knew she was the one for me. And we found ourselves casually dating. And it wasn't long before the passion intensified and emerged into deeper waters. And soon afterwards, I found myself signing on the dotted line, making those commitments, those contractual obligations. But in the nature of all relationships, you can find yourself, the relationship, getting tired. You can find that relationship getting stale. And often, there are indicating situations which we can see that shows us that that relationship is getting tired and it's getting stale. It may well be the smelly sock lying on the floor, or it could be those clipped toenails lying in the seat. For me, it was my relationship with my job. But they say there is a thin line between your relationship and that of the affairs of work. And so in my mind I started to toy around with the idea of playing the field. Ooh, you may say. But actually, I've been faithful up until that time. Never cast a stare at the sea of opportunities that were around me. So I decided to find out if the grass was truly greener. And so I asked my colleagues and checked out my environment before making that move. And I spoke to my colleagues, and they too had told me that their lives had been kidnapped by work, and that they had enough of feeding the beast. The beast, you say? Yes, the beast. That small laptop computer. There was another occasion where a manager came up to me. Frankie, why are you so happy? And I was startled. And I kind of thought to myself, does he think I'm on drugs? But actually, in hindsight, when I think about it, I thought to myself, so is it more of the norm to be unhappy in the workplace than to be happy? And there was the other situation where work was just demanding more and more of my time. I found myself up until the midnight hours. It was as if I was having an affair with work. Secret rendezvous, late night emails. And so I thought I would plunge deeper just to be very sure about the decisions I was going to make. So I contacted my friend Google and looked up 5 reasons why I should get a divorce. And I correlated that with that of my relationship with work. The first reason was growing apart. Now it was clear that I had grown apart from my job. My job is a social worker. But actually, I love working with people. So I was trying to work the maths out. But where it wasn't working out is that I found myself 90% forming a relationship with my computer, 10% with the clients. That just surely didn't compute. I'm a people's person, not a computer person. Second reason, infidelity. Ooh, you may say. But actually, I can guess that each and every one of you here has cast that wandering eye. Whether it may be you've got a promotion at work and so you've ditched your job. Or it could be you've been headhunted and so you've ditched your job. Or it could simply be that you've just had enough of your job and so you ditch your job. Third was unreasonable behaviour at work. Now, as I've said, I'm a social worker. So dealing with people comes with a lot of stresses. And so you've seen some sights in your time in the office. Or should I say I have. But one such occasion I found myself making my way to the elevator. And as I stepped inside, there was a gentleman with his head pressed against the cold, compressed steel surface. And I became concerned for him. But actually, equally concerned for me. Did what he had, was it contagious? As they say, your health is your wealth. The fourth situation, which we'll skate over very, very quickly, was that of midlife crisis. We can just call it denial. And fifth, the money. But actually, my passion was people. It was never really about the money. But based upon all of those things, I decided that I was going to share my passion on my loving. So I decided to play that field. But it can be equally difficult to give your loving to 2 relationships. So I needed to maneuver very sensitively. But I'm going to share with you what I learned. In my new relationship, I was taken to places I'd never seen before. I'd seen places I'd never seen before. And I found myself being kept on my toes. I truly was treated mean and kept very keen. And that ignited a lot of passion for me. And I was swept off my feet. So much so that I made a decision to divorce my job. But I want to share with you what I learned. I learned that the value of who we are must equally reflect those things that we assign in our lives. Whether it be our relationship with our jobs or the relationships that we have with other people. I think Tony Robbins said this: the quality of your life is the quality of your relationships.